46, yeah.
Yeah. If I'm wrong, that's going to be interesting. But it sounds right to me, so. And the calculator's always been a little bit cautious.
You're still 4th at the minute.
I know, that's going to be mental. I don't expect it to stay there. But that does mean I line up behind the grid, behind Josh Thompson. So if I'm getting in his way in the race, then I must be doing a lot better than I think. Good evening. Cool. I mean, the further up I am, the less likely I am to get collected and sandblasted by someone else's incident, so I'm happy with that. I reckon it's going to settle around 8th. There's a lot of P's that ain't set their Q's.
Remember, some of them might be banned from qualifying.
Good point. Yeah, McNally got a penalty for the incident, didn't he?
Yeah. Bastard.
It's just one of them. You don't want to let anybody get away with anything, even if it's a mistake. I'd expect them to do the same. But as a P, that's going to be hurting him. So just in the last stages of qualifying now. Our current position is 6th, which is the highest so far. If we can stay there, that's going to be really good if we can stay there. But I'm not expecting it to be the case. And then I have to somehow not get took out. So let's see what we get. Two and a half minutes of quali left. Well, technically 4.5 because there's always a 2-minute cooldown.
It's Pete Harold got the incident most the last racing company with.
Yeah. Your fan's blown on your mic and all. Move it, blood.
Is that better?
Yep. It'll do.
It's actually a bit chilly in here now. Cool 23.
That's nasty. It's probably about 32 in here. I've got my little watermelon ice cooler, but it's not working as well as I think. I should have spent today really making a better one. Also, I think my aircon isn't working because of a relay. I think it's knackered.
Oh, you got a little air conditioning unit?
No, on the car, which is more important to me if I'm honest. Because the car's intolerable without aircon.
Did that go after you ran the battery flat?
No, it's went a couple of days before, but it was like an elastic band snapped, so it was working on my way down somewhere, and then I started the car again afterwards and it wasn't working. But it looks like it's a relay that's a problem, so it's going to be a 16 quid fix. Right, we are still 6th. And considering last time we qualified around 18th, 17th, that's really good. Top of the Pro-Ams at the minute. Still a full 8/10 off the leading Williams
Looks
guys.
like it's
but
settled down in 6th. That's really good.
I reckon so. That is good. That's all that means to me is I've only got to dodge up to 5 cars instead of however many we previously have had.
30.
Yeah, because there's always been something. Where are you at?
Bruised on the S. It's 31st.
31st. That's well above your class. Really speaking. I know there's 2 in front of you, but they're a bit of a cut above. especially considering the strength of a Ferrari at the minute, it is just objectively not as strong. 9 out of 10 dentists agree. Okay, 2 minutes of quali cooldown and then we're on. 3 heats, 20 minutes each. Looks like we're settling in 7th on the grid. I don't know how much the reverse grid goes to, but we've got as good a chance as any now to catch it and keep in the good points, and I need those good points because at the minute I'm not even in the top 15 of the class. Way down after such an awful round 1.
Oh, someone got an ahead of you, 7th.
Yeah, oh well. Never mind. Well, Michael Evdoka is a GT Academy finalist. Obviously the 3 Williams guys are just on some kind of cocktail of speed and cocaine. Something. Next level. But then Paolo, Ross, Michael and me are all in Ferraris. "20 seconds. I don't know how long the formation lap is here, but remember save the fuel because I haven't taken that into account.
Fuck it, I'm whacking 2 more litres in, man.
Same. It can only hurt me a little bit. What's 2 litres? 2 kilogram.
It's a full formation. Oh no.
Yeah, it's a full
Yeah,
lap.
it's full.
Okay,
I'm just
right.
really far back, like round the bend and everything. It's like
Yeah.
1.5 laps for me.
I'd imagine the back end of the grid is literally on the bridge. Right.
Might even be going back round the chicane, you know.
7th we are. Crew chief. Keep forgetting crew chief.
Radio check.
Good.
I've decided to render all the cars this race.
Oh yeah.
Might help me read any crashes in front a bit better.
That's a good point. Hopefully by now everybody's settled down a bit and they're not quite so fighty. Because it really does take the mick. There shouldn't be an incident every race, but try telling these guys that.
P7,
Well,
20
company.
minutes.
Godspeed.
Good luck.
We need to catch up to car number 127.
50 cars around here is a bit fucking nuts, isn't it?
Yep. But again, that's what they do in real life. They do 6-hour races around here called Petit Le Mans. With all the same cars and everything, LMP1, I think.
Isn't it like lemon?
Yeah.
Like lemon.
No, it's Petit Le Mans. 6 hours.
It's got like a logo, a lemon logo, yeah?
Yeah, there is one actually, yeah. 24 hours of lemons. either way, 6 hours of this, ridiculous. Yeah, there's a rubbered in line that goes off to the right in the dip.
I saw that. How many people have been off there?
Probably me once, really heavily. So when I hit the wall, there was nothing left on my rims, just steel. Come on, chappos, we're right at the sharp end of the grid here, so the quality of not taking each other out should be better. In theory. We've got 3 Williams guys up front. They look to be just in a class of their own, if I'm honest with you. Pure Sims, surrounders, front, left rear. They got a big team. There's a lot of Pure Sims folks around. They've got cool liveries that are based on white, black and whatever signature colour they've got. And here I am, just in the middle of it all. I'm expecting to get mugged a couple of places. We are qualified sort of out of position, but as long as I can keep Jake behind, and he's in a BMW which is faster on the straight, so it's going to be a tall order. But who knows? Let's see what happens. Good luck. Williams are back in the pack up. We are about to go any second now. Looks like we've gone.
Go, go, go. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
We may take a place here. Good, cleanish so far.
Left side. Clear left.
Good, this is great. This is brilliant. Got a little gap on Ovdoka behind. Brake bias is a bit aggressive, so I'm going to back that off a sec. Don't want to go spinning around at all. Here's where I expect to lose the first position. We're in the tow, but it doesn't seem to matter to the Ferrari really. It's just slow no matter what you do. Good. Got a little gap to Ovdoka behind.
Okay, Daniel, relax, focus, keep it smooth. P6.
It seems this setup is primed to go right out of the box, which means we may lose a bit of pace at the end. This is more of a quali setup, but being as it's a 20-minute race, we need to retain or get positions early and keep them.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
Yeah, let's see how wide we can make it. Not very.
How you running?
6. Gained a place. Are you clean?
Yeah.
It's just done 118.38.
Looks like we're pulling a gap behind Evdoka. That's what I'm always worried about. I'm always worried about getting freight trained if there's a couple of cars grouped up behind me, but it looks like it's just Evdoka on his own, so if or when he does make that pass, there's still a buffer behind. At least at the minute there is. 3 tenths behind, he may think about a move right now.
Alright Daniel, just cut the track.
I'm sure you can let me off. And again.
We'll be warned about track limits.
Car feels good. The track is extremely hot. Road Atlanta being in Georgia, I believe it is famously hot. But believe me, it's hotter in this room. It is steaming.
15 minutes left.
Evdoka's 4 tenths behind, 3 tenths. He may look again, but I'm going to cut the nose off again.
Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
Yes, Kruji. Kruji's name is Alan. That's not the name I've given him, that's just the name he is. Alan.
Oh, collector somebody.
Pick yourself up, get in that reverse grid somehow.
Nah, it was a really, really big hit.
Oh no.
Nothing I could do to avoid, I don't think.
Spotlessly clean up here. That's the privilege of being at this end. Bloody lucky to get that quali lap.
6th place. Car left.
If Doka's on the inside, I just need to let him go if I'm honest, because it's going to slow us both down.
Bad luck, Daniel. Come on, don't let him get away. Seventh position.
Need to keep Pete Harrod behind us to maintain 7th. Can't see Jake Blackhall anywhere, and he's the closest AM, so closest Pro-Am. This is going to be good for the league. That overtake cost me and Evdoka quite a lot of time, if I'm honest. That's the only reason why Harrod is nipping at our heels now. But he's in a McLaren. I don't know how they do on the straight lines, but at least we've got a tow from Evdoka, who is faster. He's, as I said earlier, Evdoka was a GT Academy finalist. You got to be quick to do that. Looks like we've got that chicane nailed.
Okay, Daniel, keep Aaron on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
was a CSL save. No way in hell would you catch that on a G29. Not a sausage. The heat is rising. Especially in this room, Jesus Christ.
Feels like a lot of hard work gone to waste, that does.
It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth.
2 more heats. Just try and get it back.
That was a 120.00.
Car behind is as close to me as I am to Doku in front.
Fuel looks okay.
Just to give a frame of reference, in the mirrors it doesn't look like he's that close, but he is. That's how close he is. He's as close to me as I am to car in front. 7/10 either side. I'm in a 7/10 sandwich. Fuel looks good anyway, but you're out.
I'm still going, but I'm a lot of area damage.
Any positions will be worth a wait. Keep going. Oh, we lost a little bit on Avdoka and lost a bit to Harrod there. Bit of a messy left chicane, which is normally a place where I'm really strong, so we're losing time now. We're going to hunker down and concentrate, or I'm going to lose this place and all.
The NW's just like drove right past me.
E7.
Well, I'm going to zip it for a bit now because I've got Harrod 2 tenths behind. We're going to cover the inside. I don't think we've got the speed to keep him from just overtaking on the outside though. I think he's going to clear me before we reach the braking zone, if I'm honest.
Come on, don't let him get away.
You're not going to see me take the place back like that. Just to spoil it for you. It's not got the speed. Might be able to worry him a bit in the twisties, but no way.
0.38. Okay, Daniel, you've got half your fuel left.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. That was a blooming moment. We can't afford any moments.
Pressure on, don't give her a break. minutes of fuel remaining. Don't wait too long, find that gap. You've just done a 120.02. Okay, Daniel, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Bit of a moment for Harrod then. He's looking like his tyres are starting to sweat. Or he is. Need a lot of concentration around this London circuit, I'll tell you that. Nearest Pro-AM is Michael Gray, 3 seconds behind. He is chopping a bit of time every lap, but he's in the tow of someone else, and if he gets around him,
Find the gap.
mine began more light. The gap is 2 seconds behind.
That's good consistency, keep it up. Your last lap time was at 119.91.
Crew Chief kind of took the words out of my mouth there. It's been pretty clean so far.
I could do with this being the white flag lap, to be honest.
Well, it isn't. You run out of fuel.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Just like a massive straight line speed deficit. I can't defend at all.
We're tucked up right underneath that McLaren, but it's just like there's no tow, there's no aero gain at all for this Ferrari. It's crazy. But he's not going to get that 7th place without a fight, that's for sure. I think we're about on the penultimate lap now. Next lap will be final lap.
P8. Daniel, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Just got to keep it together for one more lap, and that would be really, really good. Points haul. Come on, Pete. Let's see if we can shake him.
One more lap to go. You've just done a 119.78. Sectors 2 and 3 are 0.6
That didn't work.
off the pace.
Didn't put him off.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
That's the sort of corner where you've got to be fully in focus to make it work. And he wasn't shaken. He wasn't having it. It's not like we're really overfueled either. We could take 4 litres out, but what's that? 4 kilogram. That's not enough to make a difference like this.
2 minutes
So
to go.
we're just gonna have to accept. But until they put a bit of nos in these Ferraris, then they're not the best car for overtaking or defending. They can put a lap down.
Yellow flag, watch out. P8. That's the
There we go.
race.
We're over the line. That was good. Great result. Great result, that. 8th. Looks like Pete enjoyed it. I think we're going to have a lot of close races between me and Pete over the course of this season. That's 2 races now where we've been basically in each other's pocket. He's a good egg. Where'd you come in the end?
Still racing.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's some bad area damage. Dean, poor fella.
Oh. Whoops.
What? Sounds comedy, whatever it is.
I took someone off towards the end. I don't think I stole the place from him.
Think it's going to wind up a penalty.
Nah.
There it is.
I'll just watch it back to make sure.
That's a Pro-Am win for that.
Nice one.
The next Pro-Am back was about 2 places back, so that's a decent little haul there.
Oh, I didn't steal the place from him, but I kind of wrecked him out of it. Who was it?
Right. I'm
Niall
going to see if I can
Crofer.
happen to... Oh, yeah. Niall Crofer. I can't see it in my replay because I don't render all the cars, so... Name. There we go then, that's race 1 under the belt. We've got to wait about 5-10 minutes now for race 2 to go up. Same format, but with a reverse grid to sprinkle a little bit of seasoning on it. And then we are... Then we're on to race 3, same deal there.
Where did I end up coming? 41st. Bloody hell. It's hardly worth racing.
You get points all the way down. You don't want to be shy of a couple
really
of points, do
good
you?
up until that point. I think it was that Simon Underhill, and he gave me the spot back at the last minute.
Good result that, for once. If I can do that every time, we'll be alright.
I nearly made it through. I don't think he locked his brakes, to be honest. Just a video of it.
Just got a chance now to let the temperature come down in here. I'll give Race Labs a go because, well, it'd be nice to get some telemetry, bits and bobs on the stream, something to give your eyes to look at when there ain't much else going on. Alright, let's have a look at this accident you had then. Oh man. That is bad. You can't even say aim for the rear because that just didn't work then.
There was just a gap going, wasn't there?
Yeah. Flip a coin in it and that's all. Flip a coin.
I wouldn't have gotten on the inside either. There was.
You flipped it wrong.
No, I couldn't even got on the inside because he had like blocked off the. I'd have been on the grass on the inside.
Well, by the time the first ARL race comes around, then I would have figured out Race Labs, etc. Definitely want something in my pocket because if you look at this stream right now, it's a bit bland. It's a bit like my diet. Not a lot to it. Serves a purpose. But there's just nothing there but milk, bread and cereal.
Just enjoy the rest of the race.
There's a hosted race in the list just above Bob Humphrey's ARL session. Look at the name of the guy who has stuck it up there.
What am I looking for?
Supernatural Sim Racing in the hosted sessions list. Look at the guy's name. Are you struggling?
I can't see it. I can't control F super.
Stefan Tits.
No.
Yeah, never mind then. Forget it.
Oh, with a Z.
Yeah.
You can't control F on the session
No.
maps.
Tell you what, a feet cam would be good because there's something I've noticed that I do that Dean definitely doesn't do, and that's literally, if I'm not braking, my foot is on the rest. I take my foot completely away from the brake pedal when I'm not braking, and that even includes when I'm only not braking for a second between two corners. A bit like, if you remember, one of you all know, when I first got my driving licence, when I was changing down gears, let's say you're in 6th gear coming down to a dead stop junction, I would go 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then 1st. I'd put my hand back on the wheel every time. I couldn't do it unless I put my hand back on the wheel to sort of reset whatever subroutine was going on in my head. So there's just some weird motor memory things going on that a foot cam would probably shine a light on. Session up yet? Because it's taken a while.
Can't see it.
They're trying to figure out how I was so blazing fast.
Who's trying to work that out? You?
No, the race admins.
Cheating.
I did have a Red Bull earlier. Not sponsored. Of course, the bad thing about doing mostly league races at this point, because it's all I've been doing for a long time, is the fact that I'm not likely to run into the famous names kicking about. There's a lot of them now. Heikki Kovalainen, Alonso, you know it. That's one of the big draws of iRacing, being able to sort of see. You can add the actual real racers to your studied. Check out when they're on. At the minute, none of them are on because obviously we're all busy doing the racing, but a bit like football stickers. So far I've collected Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz, but that's about it. Oh, and Scott Speed, about 7 years ago. Okay. The second race session is up, so we're nearly underway for the second round now. I don't know where I am on the grid. I'm not going to find that out until we're actually on the grid, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, you don't gain any iRating in leagues, so my iRating is about just a snip under 3,000 at the minute. And that's where it's going to be for a long, long time. Because there's not only WGTC, which is this league that I'm in now, it's ARL as well, Apex Racing League GT. That starts up again on Sunday. Going camping just before, mind you, so I'm hoping that I can make it back for the opening round. I'd say ARL GT is a lot sort of a friendlier bar. The skill ceiling in WGTC is very, very high. Obviously you've got Williams kicking around now, but even without them, even without Williams on the go, there's an incredible spread of talent. I guess there's only so much time to go around. With the leagues being so fun, I'm not slicing enough time off that little loaf of bread called life to actually stick into just doing the regular sessions during the week. And with this World GT League, this is round 3 of 15. This is going to be a long old league. This is going to be drawn out quite a while, I think. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go dark again, folks, because I can't see your chat while I'm in the full sesh. So I'll see you on the other side. And fingers crossed this one goes as well as the first one, because we really need to gain some ground. I'm not even on the top 15 of the Pro-Ams. And there's probably only about 16 Pro-Ams, so I've had a nightmare so far. Right, let's warm up. I had.
Just close simulate if you wish to.
You probably need to close it in Task Manager. I have to do it all the time now. Something about it doesn't like something. I had about 5 litres left over in the last race, so
72 kilometers per hour.
I'm going down to 46 again.
It's now 42 Celsius.
42.
Pit exit
I'll
clear.
join you.
42 degrees
Even
C.
with all that aero damage, I was fine.
Would have been gutted to have got.
Well, mine's saying download software now. What the fuck?
What did you close? Did you close the software helper service?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, you need to go into services.msc. You know what I'm on about?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to start the iRacing helper service again. Do that and then refresh the page and you'll be fine.
Glad I've got IT support on hand.
That'll be £70 plus VAT.
It's saying close the simulator.
Yeah, well you need to scroll down in Task Manager, scroll down until you see the iRacing actual EXE. It will be, you know which one it will be because it will be taking up about 4.5 gig of RAM.
Kieran,
Got
mate,
it.
what are
Cheers.
you doing?
Right. Conditions seem to be the same as the first sesh. Hot track, middle of the day. So it's going to be same again.
All I can hope for is some
Watch your
chaos
speed
in
limit
front
in
of
bits.
me and I keep it clean.
Engage limiter. Box in 290 meters.
Got me little mobile phone dashboard on the go here. Track temp is hot again, so it's going to be the
100
same as it was
meters.
before.
50 meters.
No, sorry Pitman, I'm not pitting. I'm just getting out of the way.
There's traffic behind.
There's a lot of corners with trail braking, and those corners tend to be either positive elevation or negative elevation, so brake bias is a huge part of staying on the road here. So I'm running about 54% brake bias in the twisty bits where I need to lean on the brakes in the corners. And then at the end of this long straight where you're just braking in a straight line, doing most of the effort through the ground, that's when I knock it back a couple of degrees, but I need to remember to put it back again before we cross the start finish line to go through the S's again. As long as I do that, it helps me get a couple of extra temps
Car right.
and do
You're right.
things like that. It's only warm up in a minute, but that's the sort of thing you would be able to do if you get comfy with your brake bias. It can help you brake in a straight line much stronger than if you had your brake bias the same all the way around, because you'd be losing time. But because I haven't set it back to a safe brake bias, then this section's going to be pretty tetchy. I've got a lot of steering to do
120.00.
to make sure it doesn't spin around on the braking. Especially here, you're braking in a corner, lots of undulation,
Lap for more 119.52.
and now we're on a straight bit. I've got the time to just knock it back a bit. scrappy.
Okay, Daniel, car right. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear right. V19.
"25 seconds till warm-up is over, and we're on the grid again for race 2. Then we find out where we've been put on the grid.
The car in front has just posted a 21.10. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. That's the end of the session, E22.
Cool.
Going 46, yeah?
Yeah, 46. Saying it. Oh, we are 17th. Great. 17th is mid-pack, so we've got some dodging to do. We've probably got... Ooh.
41st.
So you're faster than a lot of people in front of you, so you just got to take them out. Dodge any spinners, because there will be some. There's an am on pole, so there could be some fireworks. Hello, Pete. Good old Pete. Pete Harrod seems to be the main rival at the minute, even though he's in a different class. We've spent so much time.
The track temp is 42 Celsius.
Spent so much time in each other's faces. We seem to be really level.
Follow car number 6 in the right column.
Keep our fingers crossed. Do love these formation laps. Gives you a lot of time to build up the tension. And there is a lot of it in a race like this because everybody's so blooming fast. And being a reverse grid, going to be a lot of impatient people around. And unless I'm mistaken, the Williams Esports squadron are behind us. They're going to be making their way through. They're not going to be messing around at all. But I would expect nothing less. If you want to be an F1 Esports team member, you've got to be the absolute cutting edge. So credit to them for that, even if they are a little bit, you know. Shall we say unforgiving? Here we go. Got my fingers crossed. My eyes are on stalks. I think we've gone. I hope we've gone. We better have gone. Come on, guys. Come on.
20 minutes
There's a
remaining.
big
You've got
check
20
up
minutes
then.
left.
We're losing speed to Pete on the outside, but if we stay on the inside, we're okay.
On your left. Clear left.
We need to get on the brakes early to communicate that we're slowing down. We don't want to be shunted from behind.
Clear left.
Oh, that inside.
Left side. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Hold your line.
We're two abreast, which is a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna have to concede that and just
Okay,
stick on the
Daniel,
inside.
start.
Oh, that was scrappy as hell. Scrappy,
Bird is now
but we've
lead.
survived.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there.
Josh Thompson, the
Clear
first of the Williams Esports guys,
Right
is
side.
looking to get in on the axe. We've got someone else on the
Still
inside.
there.
No, this is a problem.
Still there.
Lap 1, there's no blooming forgiveness.
Still there.
You will be seal clubbed
Still there.
if you don't get on the move on.
Still there.
Merck's got the edge on us.
Hold
I
your
think we're
line.
going to concede that space.
Right side's clear. Car right.
We make it
Right.
through. Some action going on there. You've got to be looking at about 5 places at once. Bit of a checkup. I don't know if we're going to really make this happen or not. I don't know if I want
Still
to.
there. Still there.
Oh my god. We've got Williams behind us.
Hold your line.
Not that brake bias forward.
Still there. Clear left.
Just slot in.
On your
Yeah,
left.
thanks Williams. That's a
Clear left.
protest for that. Quite unforgiving, but you can't. You can't just expect the field to be running at the same speed as you. Or a little bit of a wiggle from Pete. We're going to do him.
Still there. Clear left.
We've got a teammate now for reinforcement. Michael Avdoka. He's passed us before. We know he is quicker.
Car right.
Nearly
Clear right.
takes us out. I don't know where I'm looking more, front or back.
Okay, Daniel. The next car is 4.
Jeez. Come on, Ferrari. Pick it up. Pick it up a bit. Can't be doing this. We survive.
The leader's just done it. 120, 122.
We survive.
P14.
And that is what we wanted. To survive. Somebody rejoining. Are we going to get around him? Looks like it. Just get around him. No, I don't think you want to do that, do you?
Clear right.
Well, credit to Avdoka. How clean was that? I lost the place, but I'm not even mad about that. I'm not even angry. What a clean cutback that was. When the racing is that good, it makes you laugh.
The gap in front is now.
Well, we've got BMW of Williams,
I'm
Marino
so close
Sirica.
to, being
Car left.
stop and go.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
We're just going to slot in behind
Come on, Daniel.
Sirica.
Keep pushing. We might get him back.
Got Lewis Bibby behind. I know him from Evo ARL League. He's quick, but there's no reason why we can't just hold him behind.
15. That's the fastest lap of the race. You've just done a 121.86.
Just because lap 1, 2 and 3 have been a bit of a rugby scrum doesn't mean it can't settle in.
Don't let this
Lucky
guy
to get
intimidate
away
you.
with that.
Just cut the track.
Could have been a black flag for that chop. 15th. Still happy with that.
Keep digging. 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes to go.
I am digging. I'm digging. Bibby's in a Ferrari, so he'll be suffering from the same problem I do. No guts.
How you doing?
15th in a minute, looks like it's stabilising.
The car ahead has just done it. Car right. He's still there. Clear right.
Need to make room for Bibby in case there's a car rejoining. Looks like he's well out of the way though. Respect to Bibby, you know, he made a lunge. We both live to survive. We both live to survive. We both live to tell the tale. They're pros for a reason. They're fast.
Fucking hell, I'm going to serve so many penalties here.
We're not halfway through the race yet. Still a long time to go.
Stop and go. Fuck off.
Stop swearing, you bloody clown.
Alright,
I had about 3 taps from behind for that Simon Underhill.
Protest. You know, if there's contact and you end up with a stop go because of contact. It's warm in here. Well, we've got a chance to get some clean laps in with clear air then, and people ahead are fighting, so we may be able to get some stuff back. We are also catching up on the Pro-Ams ahead. There are a couple of Pro-Ams ahead that are going to have the same treatment as they did to me. We're not always going to be able to stand up to an assault. They may not even be able to do it cleanly, such as what we're happening now. Something's gone on. That was always going to happen. Ben Gregory stuck between 2 pros, and neither of the pros gave him any room, as far as I can see. You can't defend from 2 people, one either side at the same time, so unfortunately that puts Bibby back. Ben Gregory's disappeared, so he must be out. Sucks for them, but it's good for me. Michael Gray, another Pro-Am, he's 3 cars ahead. He's a BMW with the purple wheels. We've got 11 minutes to get it done, so I'm sure we can have a chance of fighting him towards the end. Especially if people keep tussling.
That lap time was 1:19.93. nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Okay, Daniel, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine.
Good, fuel is fine. That's always a question mark because sometimes there's variation in the fuel burn. Depends on a lot of factors. Having to lift and coast would cost me. We've got Pete Harrod on our back again, 6/10 behind. He's making gains. We're now past the halfway point.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits. Thompson is now leading. That lap time was 1:20.46. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
That was a good chop. Good chop. When you nail that chop, it's so satisfying. That's probably the most dangerous part of the circuit there. Car wants to just bounce around all sorts. Right, the pack has gone all NASCAR on us. I mean, look at that. You can't, even with that air pocket behind the BMW, we can't get sucked into it. It just drives around it. This will be a dangerous place to gain places. We want to survive most of all. We also want good visibility. I don't want anyone else's accident to come as a surprise to me. And this is looking a bit dangerous. Gonna give a bit of room. Can't score any points if I'm in the wall.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Right side's clear.
Then we're going to lose that spot to Pete Harrod now. Going to need to take the inside.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Quite aggressive on the brakes there. I think I was at the limit. The limit of what I could do there. The ABS has been touched back a notch. As default, they come with full support. If you knock it back a little bit, you can get a little bit more braking force. The cadence is higher. Full ABS is safer, but not faster. Ethan Bass, Pro-AM. We can legitimately take his position.
Okay, Daniel, you've got 10 minutes of fuel
and it will matter. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do it. Mike Horler is the next one up the road from that, 2 cars up. Just letting him know I don't intend to stay behind him. He's got the toe of the car ahead though, so there's not going to be much of a chance. There's no speed difference between us now. The only thing I can really do is just dupe him. Ooh, a little bit scuffy. We've got accident. Ooh, God. Yes. Channel something. Something was channeled there.
Stay on it. This isn't over yet. 5 minutes to go.
Happy with that. But now we got Ethan Bass all the way up the road, and Pete Harrod is still clinging on.
I've got another penalty to my name. I think I've got 3 this race.
Mate, you're having a silver stud.
No, 3 penalties against me.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah,
league
I'm
penalties?
dirty.
Oh no, dude. Just make your apologies and just say. Expect a protest, but nonetheless, sorry about that.
Just ignore it, it'll go away.
I'm not going to ignore Pete. We spent so much time together on this track, we're now best mates.
They might be racing incidents.
There may be, but you know. You know what to do. You're a man of class. He isn't. He's not a man of class. The 2 cars ahead are Pro-Ams. I'm going to keep an eye on the gap. It's 1.9 as we go across the line. We've got about
That was 119.9.
maximum 4 laps left, but I think it's going to be 3. We'll have to see. Well, that's bad timing for Tony Draper.
The gap behind is now 0.8.
But if he can keep it quick. Gap's down to 1.1 now. Just avoid the grass, that would have cost me a couple of attempts. I think we're going to get another 2 laps. 3 if I'm lucky. Pete is not keeping up. And I'm taking little nips out of Ethan Bass's advantage at the minute. I know my pace is better, but they just started higher up, and there's
Okay,
big advantage to that.
We can catch this guy.
Yes, we can, Alan.
Good
I
luck.
agree,
What's your
mate.
quickest so far?
That was the quickest lap so far, and weird because That was a bit ropey in places, and we got Tony Draper as well in front of us. But fine, let's just keep it going.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
.7 now the gap. Then we're going to get this lap and the next.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
White flag, this is the last lap, so it's looking a little bit slim that we're going to get past Ethan. But he's 0.7 tenths ahead, and a lot can happen.
Last lap. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
That lap was quicker than the last lap, so there's still a chance.
Keep it within the track limits.
Looking good. We could make this one go, unless he goes super defensive on me. Decent-ish exit, but he's got the toe from Mike Horder in front of him. Come on. We're not close enough.
minutes left.
All
2
I can
minutes
do
to
is
go.
put him off, and he's put off, but I can't get round him. If I fought... Oh... If I expected...
E9. Okay, it's over. Good.
If I expected that little weave to actually put him offline, I might have actually have set myself up to cut back on him, but it wasn't to be. Didn't expect it to work. We got 9th. Which is good. Again, that's really good. Matt won the Pro-Ams in 5th. That's not a million miles in front, so yeah, happy with that. Another good result. No collisions, a couple of close shaves. Where'd you finish?
39th.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
with
God,
a drive
yeah.
through. Disaster that was.
Bring it back. Next session should be in late afternoon, should be a bit colder.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with that. Like, I kept getting bumped from behind by that.
Simon Underhill.
Yeah, and he's caused damage, and then I went to crap with everything.
Yeah, just protest, because, you know, if you got drive through because of contact behind, then what can you do? Good result. I'll take that. A lot of clean overtaken by the rest of the field there. You've got to respect these guys. They can do it.
Nothing in that.
Box in 290.
Tell you what, I lost a fair few places there, but it was absolutely, you could eat your dinner off the overtakes that were being done on me, I got to admit.
I've got
That's
a few
one to
to
save.
I've got a few to send. Yeah.
A bit of a mare, have ya? Tell you, iRacing just doesn't like being closed anymore. Tell you, the temperature in here is high.
Sent you the first one.
Let's have a look at you then. What did you do? Oh yeah. Nah, that's a racing incident, if I'm honest. There was enough room. Was that you overtaking or him overtaking?
That was me overtaking.
Yeah, fair dues. I mean, yeah.
Just sent you the second one.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Man, yeah, that was a proper Magnussen. He just got but it was clean. Well, I say clean.
I've
Aggressive.
got another one coming up, same corner.
Oh man, is it getting worse and worse?
This one's one for sure.
Man. That is a proper door bang, that is.
Then there's the grand finale in a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you might get a DQ of some form for all these. Just gotta hold your hands up and say that you just...
Well, there's the grand finale.
Oh, am I about to see something even worse?
It'll look cool. It's very similar to the first one I sent. It's like a double overtake on the same corner. Actually, it seems clean to me.
It's like everybody's just boiling.
Check out that last one.
Oh, it's not reached me yet. Is it still uploading the majesty of your punting?
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh yeah, okay. I'd need to see it from the BMW's view, I think, because I mean, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it as if it was me. If I was at BMW, by the time your nose was sort of half a car length in front, I would have seen you, and I would have backed out of it.
Off a bit, yeah.
So you know, I would have seen in the rearview mirror. Sort of at that point. So unlucky, but I don't think they can really argue with that. That's a it's ballsy. But you've got the corner, and you can just say, I don't know, I guess just sorry that you got pushed on the grass, but or just not.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything. I'm gonna have a quick face splash. It's not a euphemism. Quick face splash and then back into it for race 3. Toots. Back in 5. Oh, race 3 is live, so I'm going to join that. Then nifty thing about this mobile dashboard is that if I join the session, it tells me how much time is remaining, so I can like have a whiz and all that kind of stuff, and I'll know how long I've got left. Race 3, race 3, race 3. Here we go. And Bosch. There we go. Mobile dashes from Sim Racing Dashboard. Free version gives you a couple of little gadgets, but I liked it that much that I paid for it. It's like £7 from the App Store, and it looks a little bit like this. Don't know if you can see that. It doesn't say anything at this point because we're not in a sim, but basically gives you laps of fuel remaining, brake bias, readout, time remaining, fuel, average lap fuel, basically everything that you would need in the iRacing black boxes, but right in front of you, so you don't have to worry about it. And it's nice and big, nice big text. Anyway, back in a mo. Here we go.
The leader has just done a 118.51.
Alright, 4.5 minutes until the session's running. It's always worth doing a bit of warm up. You know, we've done enough laps of this, but the temperature's different.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now clear left. There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors.
Oh, just as the crew chief was about to tell me how many degrees we're on, he decides to go and cut in and interrupt himself. It's probably about half the temperature of the track surface temperatures we've seen in race 1 and 2. So that means a little bit extra of everything. Lap times are going to come down. Definitely see a little bit less drift in corners like that. Maybe even a little bit more speed on the straights.
118.33.
You back?
I'm back. I'm in the sesh.
What a disaster.
I know, man. But 15 rounds, you've got a chance. You've got many chances of coming back on this. Well, yeah, when I say 15 rounds, This is 3 races, but it's classed as 1 round. So we've got 15 events. Probably a better way to say it. I think there's about 28 races in total. And I might be wrong when I say 15, I'm not sure.
You're a second off the pace in sector 1. Bad luck, Daniel. That was a big one. Are you okay?
Okay. Now that's the sort of thing that when I first got this CSL Elite, the thing that caught me out was the first time I crashed, because it just about took my thumb off. It's a big step up in terms of torque from the G29s, and the speed is something else.
Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching.
There's a lot to love about it. Take a detour here. I've left me blooming Facebook open. That's going to be bonging away.
Leader has just done a 118.18.
30 seconds left. Right, so we're heading into the third and final race of this round.
Here we go, another
Here we go.
capture.
Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, at least that Simon Underhill was in front of me.
That means you're going to collect him, you know that.
Oh, I've done it once already.
Oh, right. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay, I'm on 4th.
Not bad.
This is great.
You might go
Fourth.
for the win. Who's in front of you?
Carl Moore and Pete Harrod, and they are quick. Jake, Mike, Ethan besides me. Jake might give me a run, but I'm expecting to pull a gap to Mike. Matt Bunn. Matt Bunn, I think, would also be able to pit me. He's really quick. Yeah, we're starting on 4th then.
P4.
This can only mean one thing. This is going to be really, really tense. And I'll probably be
Follow car number 6 in the left column.
mugged on the straights. Knock that brake bias forward a bit. At some point I'm sure we're going to stick some petrol back in this 488, but for the time being the GTE is the same as well. It's not got any it's down on power, good in the corners and safe. It's a very safe car to drive, but competitively it's not there. You always get butterflies before a race like this. It's part of the appeal. Part of the reason why it's just so addictive. You never know what's going to happen. But we're at the front, which means that we don't have many cars to dodge, so let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for a good one. Good luck, man.
Yeah, you too.
Watch out for incoming BMW Williams. Here we go. We're on the hill. Pace car's gone down. And he's gunned it. Pete Harrod is setting the pace.
Go, go,
We
go.
got away well. Nobody's besides
That's
us.
20 minutes to go. Car left. Still there.
Pete Harrod is off. Cut. What the heck is going on
Still
here?
there.
Right, we need to keep this protected. We need to protect
Car
it.
left.
Come on.
Clear left.
Sorry, mate, but no room for me there. We're in the lead. My God. Can we keep it?
Well done, Daniel. Good start.
7 tenths between us and Ethan Bass. We've basically been handed a royal flush here. It's mine to lose. Carl Moore's going to feel hard done by there, but nothing I could do. Barely hanging on by my own fingernails. Ethan is 6 tenths behind, now 5 tenths. Just got to hope and pray that I can punch enough of a hole through the air. 4 tenths now. Let's hold on to it. I am faster than
How
Ethan,
quick
I'm
are the
sure of it.
BMWs, man?
Yeah, they're in a world of their own. They're not so good in the corners, but Josh Thompson's gone.
You're now in the lead.
I'm in the lead, mate. Right, we're 7 tenths ahead of Ethan again. 8 tenths. We're cutting little razor margins out of him.
Been taken off again.
One point. Ah. Ethan just got took by Ben Palmer. Now in the previous round, Ben Palmer was actually behind. And he didn't gain. But Ross McFarlane is rapid, so
There's
we're going to...
nothing I can do about some of these back here.
Further back you are, the more likely you are to get in an incident. I'm first, and I've got 2.3 seconds to second.
The gap to Palmer behind is now 2.2.
They're fighting behind, and it's handing me a
That was at
huge
119.22.
advantage.
Your pace is good in sectors 1 and 2.
This Ferrari is brilliant
Yeah,
on a couple of
error
laps.
again, I think.
We're going to see that gap come down. I'm sure of it. But if we can hang on to this for as long as we can, we're going to get the points that we came here for. I can see them in my mirrors. There's a long train of cars. Hopefully they can sort of split up a little bit. Three-second gap now. The Ferrari is just It's good in the corners, I gotta admit.
The guy behind has just done a 119.16.
Second is matching me for pace. And that's good, if I can keep him behind. Sarika is now in second, so we're going to see some Williams Esports coming up behind. He is so fast. 2.1 the gap now.
Alright Daniel, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
1.9.
The gap behind has now decreased to 2.0.
The gap.
That lap was a 119.18. Sector 2 is 0.40 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 118.20. You're in the lead.
Gap is 1.9. I'm expecting it to be about 1.5 by the end of the straights, if not a little bit more. .6 the gap now. .4. Third place is 3 seconds behind, so this is going to be good. This will give us some crazy points. .12 minutes left.
Okay Daniel, lap times are pretty consistent.
Sarika is right on the bumper now.
Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
On the straights now, where I expect we're going to see an overtake. There's nothing we can do. He just needs to keep his foot planted. And there he goes. But we can slot him behind him and get a toe.
Bad luck, mate.
Now we just need to protect the position as best we can. Ross McFarlane is gaining and he is quick.
P2.
We know
P2
this.
is 0.5 off the pace.
Williams guys have got a weird line there. They like to take it way out wide, which is normally a bit of a death sentence, but they've obviously got something tuned with the dampers that allows them to do that.
All right, Daniel, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. You're halfway home. Your fuel is fine.
And now we're going to see that BMW disappear. Going to show us a magic trick. As I've said previously, if Williams want to show how good they are, switch cars. And second now, Williams in lead.
The gap in front has increased to 1.1. We'd be warned about track limits.
Just a quick note, as well as the ABS being tweaked down from 11 to 7, the TC has been tweaked to 3, I believe, which means there's a bit more responsibility for you not to put your foot down where it's not needed.
Half your fuel. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 1.3.
But in the last chicane specifically, the freedom to rotate the car like that is the difference between keeping it planted and lifting. So it's always worth tweaking the ABS and TC in the GT3s to your liking. Ross McFarlane behind is in a Merc, which does have the legs on the straights. Ross McFarlane is also bloody quick. Seven minutes remain. We're on course for a podium.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. The lap time was at 1:19.26.
Gotta say, the balance of this car right now is incredible. Really, really chuckable. McFarlane 1.2 behind, 1.1. McFarlane is as close to me as I am to Niall Crofer in front, other than Crofer's now
0 seconds.
lifted off. Team Lizard car. Beautiful livery, has to be said.
P2. Lap times are pretty consistent. To go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
A little bit of tail drift there, but again caught it. McFarlane 0.8 behind now. He's going to be in the tow, and the Merc is quicker. Well, that's a bit of a redundant fact. Everything's quicker. 0.5 now, so he's gained 0.3 on a straight. He's going to be in fighting distance. Wasn't the cleanest entry. So now, what do you do? What do you do? Do you fight for second, or do you try and secure third?
Push now. The guy behind is catching. That last lap was a
Third is only going to be safe
6.
if me and McFarlane don't fight and lose that time. I think I'll fight, but if he's got it, he's got it.
2 seconds.
Three and a half minutes left. Probably 3 laps to go. Bad exit for McFarlane there. He's dropping back. He's still in the tow, so he'll claw it back, but he won't be close enough to attack at the end of his straight. Failed to chop the curb there. That's given McFarlane a couple of attempts on me.
To go, 2 minutes.
3 attempts behind now, so it's going to be a case of hopefully he's gaining. He's got to pick which side he's going to go now.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Okay, Daniel. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
We've held on to it. That was flipping marvellous. Yeah, let's do that again. 2 more laps, including this one. Don't know where that came from. Need to pull out the gap in the S's. We only lost it because of that mistake. No mistake this time around, but a little bit of a chop there. He's right on our tails again. It's going to be the same thing again. 3 tenths behind. So we're going to be doing a case of I think we'll hold the inside this time.
On your right.
Yep, there we go. Speed difference is huge.
Clear right. Car right. Still there. Right side's clear. Car right.
Now I can only hope I can squeeze them on the inside a bit and get a bit more apex speed here. Totally blind, I don't know where the curb is.
Okay, Daniel, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Trying to put him off, but he's not having it. McFarlane's a solid racer. Looks like it's a safe third then. What an epic race that was. There won't be any chance of a cutback here. He's gone. 8 tenths is not close enough to make a difference, and the Merc has got the legs, so hands are battered. Sweat is, I feel like I'm basically got a nice mucal layer from the heat, the effort, adrenaline a little bit.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
There we go, first WGTC podium. Forward to the very end. There we go.
Nice one, Daniel. Great drive. That's a podium.
That is exactly the sort of racing I expect from the WGTC, and that we got a big, massive plate full of it there. That was a brilliant race. How are you doing?
35th.
That was epic.
Where did you come?
Third in the end.
Not bad, man.
Lost a place at the penultimate lap, but it was not easily taken. And that Williams guy, he was about 5 seconds at the road in the end. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
That was awful.
Man, I had the basic opposite of what you had. I had 3 creamy rounds. Absolutely full fat milk.
Yeah, I got punted off on that one by a black BMW.
Purple wheels.
Might have been, yeah.
What's your speed? Pit lane speed limit
I'll
is
find out who it was
72
now.
kilometers per hour.
You look so
I've had a broken car every single time.
yeah.
$100 meters.
BMW won again.
50 meters.
Getting boring.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Adam McNally. Was he the guy that got me last time?
Yeah, you put a protest in against McDaniel last time, so just do it again. It's nothing personal. It's just one of them, innit? Protest form only works when everybody uses it. You'd expect people to do that to you, so thanks for riding along with me here. We're going to stick around anyway because I always like to drop in and sit around for an interview with the broadcasters, which is on RaceSpot TV. It'd be pretty boring if nobody bothered showing up for that, so I always want to do that. How's it going?
I've had better race meetings, but
Yeah.
you know, race 1 was going okay. I'm trying to think what happened in race 1. Did I get taken out? I'm trying to think now. No, sorry, I didn't leave somebody enough space on the outside, and he dived it down the inside because I braked early, so I'd surprised him and surprised myself.
In case you're wondering, we're now in the TeamSpeak Discord. So this is Morgan Butler. He's one of the drivers here, and guy's got a lot of energy. So I'll probably unmute, and he hasn't noticed I've muted him. So
None of them my fault.
Yep.
And race 3, pretty much the same. I was driving the car
Brilliant.
about 4 or 5 k's down on every single straight. So to have battles with anyone was tough, but I just managed.
Yeah, you're in a Ferrari, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's down anyways, and then to be down even more due to having like no front end, because he was going up the hill on that one. Simon Underhill, I think, can't have seen there was a huge crash ahead of him, and so he was coming up and he just went right up the back of me and put me into a wall. I think obviously with everybody sort of slowly checking up, I can't really say it was much of a, it was his fault or anything, but
gotta say it's all about quali. I think I had a really good quali this time, and that seemed to put me out of the way of everybody else. Otherwise, if you're 40th or whatever, you just get sandblasted by all the collisions that inevitably happen, especially in Atlanta. But hopefully you had a good one. I definitely did. That makes up for the first 2 rounds. Blimey now.
I think like the way I see it is in the AM is like as long as I'm finishing, like it's not over after 3 rounds. Like I've still got
definitely not
so much more. Especially at some tracks, I'm hoping this Ferrari is going to come into its own. It's going to struggle at Monza next week. No, in 2 weeks' time, it's really going to struggle there. I can imagine against like the BMs, but through
night, and we're going to start with a driver I was praising a lot towards the end of that one. Daniel Lee joins us in the box from H2M Engineering. Daniel, you must be first off over the moon with 3rd place. That was a great drive, wasn't it?
I gotta say that makes up for the calamity of Silverstone and the less than perfect Sebring. That is what we can do when we quali well and we avoid the sort of mistakes that are going on around us. I'm so happy with that, and I think the heat played into it. I've got my little cooling box that's pointed towards me, so I think everybody else was losing their heads, and I was the main benefactor for that. So I'm so chuffed.
Indeed, it looked like you had some great pace, and what a fight with Ross McFarlane as well. I mean, there was a manoeuvre that you did to come back from when he overtook you into the last few corners that took my breath away. It was an absolutely amazing move, and to be fair, it showed the calibre of racing that you guys have. And goes on, I'm sure plenty of it, but talk to me about the first 2 races of your night though, because it didn't look like they were the easiest trying to get through the pack.
No, yeah, we qualied really well. 7th on the grid as a Pro-Am is really up there, and we know the consensus is the Ferrari is a bit down on power, and you know what that means for overtaking and defending. You can do all you like in the corners, but once you're on the straight, if somebody's in your toe, they've got you. So it's no overtakes done at all, I don't think, other than people going off track and me collecting the spoils. But no overtakes done. Just got to defend as hard as possible, get through those S's as quickly as possible, and try and pull out a gap. So I'm hoping that the Ferrari won't always be hamstrung in this way, because I want to be overtaking. I don't want to be on the back foot all the time, getting mugged left, right, and centre. But we'll make the best of it, and there's a lot of good fight in that. That was 3 big plates of brilliant racing, and what I expect from the WGTC.
Well, it certainly looked like a lot of fun, mate. It was a hell of a race meeting to watch. Well done on that 3rd place, and of course a win in the Pro-Am category as well. That's surely going to help your charge in that championship as well. But before we let you go tonight, Daniel, do you want to give a shout out to anybody while you're on the stream?
There's a shout out to H2M Engineering again. Machine shop based in Leicester. They make all sorts of components that are complicated, hard to make, hence the name. They're working hard, so shout out to them, and thanks to you guys for the stream and the broadcast and the league. You're doing a great job, and it's really fun to be here. So see you next time.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Speak to you soon, mate.
You were moved. Disconnected.
Ooh, that was Ross McFarlane there, just about to probably just about to boil down what happened there. No, he's in.
Disconnect.
Real. Well, that was good. That was a really unfortunately Dean didn't do quite as well. He wasn't as lucky, to say the least. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you don't. But that's the beauty of it. That's why league racing is just the thing at the minute. It's the thing that is probably the most true to life. So I'll be streaming again this Sunday evening for ARL, and then the following Monday is a drop week, as in there's no WGTC next week. So we've got ARL on Sunday night. That should be fun in the BMW M8 GTE for the first time. That's the car you can see in the background now with M signs on it. Looking forward to it. But man, I just need a drink, probably a bath or summit, and then get ready for work tomorrow. So thanks for sticking around and being